for heart, lungs, liver, the brain death organ donation is very extremely important. And that's why, this program on the heart transplants and so on depend on cadaver donation. So should we consider organ donation as individuals, and why should we consider? Let me answer that question. Rabindranath Tagore said, death is not extinguishing the light, but putting out a lamp because the dawn has come. And the Rabindranath's words are very apt for organ donation, because organ donation is that new dawn, both for the recipient and for the donor. Because, it is not about, death. It is about life. Because after death, if you donate your organs, you continue to live in somebody else. You don't die. It's all about life. So you not only continue to live, but you also give many recipients a new lease of life if you become an organ donor after brain death, especially. And then multiple tissues also are donated. So this is the best gift you can leave behind. I also want to tell you this thing which happened on 26th of December 2004, in the middle of the night in Chennai. I hope the video, we had this tsunami. I won't play the video for too long, but 12,500 people died in Tamil Nadu. Kidney disease is like a silent tsunami. Every year, it's like almost 16 tsunamis which strike the country, because we have 200,000 Indians who die of kidney failure every year. And nobody even talks about it, because we have a very high incidence of diabetes in our country, of blood pressure in our country. And 60% of kidney problems come from these two. We also have requirements for heart, chronic heart failure. Lungs, there are patients who are dependent on oxygen cylinder to live. And for type 1 diabetes, young diabetes, kidney and pancreas transplants are the best transplant result. And you also have hand transplant now for amputees. I want to say that in India, we are very proud that we have started to do hand transplants also. This is Shriya. She's a 19-year-old girl who lost her hand when she was traveling from Pune to her college in Mangalore in the bus, which met with an accident, unfortunately. Beautiful young lady. And she underwent a hand transplant, bilateral upper forearm hand transplant. And there she is, back to life. And she came to our function and she lighted this lamp, spoke very well. And this is the press conference with Dr. Iyer, who was a surgeon at Amrita in Cochin. Such positive stories of life. I just want to tell you a little bit about Mohan Foundation. Mohan is an Indian acronym for, a NGO. But when I lived in England for 12 years, when I came back, definitely wanted something very Indian. And Mohan is something, a word which means that you're someone who's liked. It's a not-for-profit organization founded in 1997. And this is Revati Menon. We work with a lot of film stars, Suchitra. She released her first donor card in 1997. She still carries the donor card. And she, with her, brought another 10 celebrities on the stage that day, I remember. And many of them still carry donor cards from us. So this is when we launched, and we had this function in Loyola College in 1999 to honor donor families. And these are all donor families sitting on the stage, standing on the stage and sitting. So many, we didn't expect so many will come. And we also had one family from US. This is, John and Nancy, who came from US because their mother had donated organs in a bus traffic accident in, Pallava transport accident she had. And when he heard about it, he came all the way from US to attend the function. This is Nancy's wife. I don't know, many of you may have seen this. This is me here. See how I have, I aged a little bit in this program. And we did this plaque in Loyola College. It's still there. We planted trees in the memory of organ donors. This is right in front of the church. This was our way of paying tribute to the organ donors. So we put a plaque, and this was again done with Rotary. a extension of your Rotaract of Loyola College. And this was done on 31st October to honor the families. And then the program grew slowly in the country. And we started sharing organs so that organs just don't stay in one place, one hospital. If you retrieve an organ, it should be distributed. And this is what we formed, an organ sharing network in the country. From Tamil Nadu, we went to also Andhra Pradesh. And over 7-8 years, we had almost 608 organs and tissues which we shared. So what does it take to save a life? All it requires is this simple signature on something like this organ donor card. I'm happy to tell you that your club has joined with us, and we have actually made an online donor card for you. So you can all sign. It is there in 8 languages. The website link will be given to you by Sujitra. So if you wish to become an organ donor, you can just go and sign. But what is important is that you should speak to your relatives and tell them that you want to be an organ donor, because they are the ones who will take the decision to donate organs. So please do, if you become an organ donor, if you consider to be an organ donor, do tell your relatives. Have that conversation. Having that conversation is extremely important. This is Khalil Gibran. He's an American, Lebanese poet. And he says, on the act of giving, he says very beautifully, you give but little. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. So organ donation is giving a little bit of yourself to someone else. A lot of endorsements from celebrities.
I think we lost his connection again.
Dr. Charles.
We lost his connection again.